Shinzo Abe is here in the US in a bid to shape relations with Washington for the 21st century. But Japan's record in the 20th century will also be under the spotlight. Under pressure to apologize for the practice of enforced sexual slavery in World War II, Abe didn't do that directly, but he expressed pain about the so-called comfort woman issue in his first public remarks.
With regard to the comfort women issue, my heart aches when I think about the people who are victimized by human trafficking.
There are Americans too who want an apology for atrocities committed against US prisoners of war.
Prime Minister Abe is mute, basically, when it comes to outrageous statements that the Bataan Death March didn't happen, that the Palawan massacre didn't happen, that the rape of Nanking didn't happen.
But both governments are looking forward. For the first time since 1997, the US and Japan will unveil new guidelines for defense cooperation. The US wants Japan to take on a broader role in Asia, burden sharing on threats like the Democratic People's Republic of Korea.
Today we mark the establishment of Japan's capacity to defend not just its own territory, but also the United States and other partners as needed.
But China is concerned that the alliance could be an effort to contain Beijing and legitimize Japanese claims over the Diaoyu Islands, or Senkakus as Tokyo calls them. The US confirmed Monday their security alliance with Japan extends to those very islands.
Our treaty commitments to Japan's security remains ironclad and covers all territories under Japan's administration, including the Senkaku Islands.
But there are tensions in Japan too. Protests at Okinawa as Abe's visit begins, anger at the US presence there and plans for a new military base. There are also opposition parties in Japan worried about the country reinterpreting its post-war constitution, especially this year, the 70th anniversary of the end of World War II. Also up for discussion, the Trans-Pacific Partnership Agreement, critical to Abe's move to revive the Japanese economy. Japan and the US account for 80% of the GDP in the 12-country free trade area. But stumbling blocks remain, including access to Japanese agricultural and car markets, and the US president may soon get enhanced negotiating powers from Congress, but no breakthrough is expected on this trip, and there is deep opposition to the deal among fellow Democrats with the US president. Nathan King, CCTV, Washington.